Hey everyone. Well, you see down there we got some TNA news to talk about. Yeah, I just finished watching a little bit of Raw, not all of it. But I'll talk about that later on. But I want to talk some TNA news, some big news, if you will, and Sean of Sean's View Entertainment. I don't know if you know about this yet. Well, actually, you know of one. But the other one is kind of new. First news, of course, Mickie James. Her contract expired with TNA today, and she has refused any extension. She has basically said no. So technically she is now a free agent. Now what does this mean? Well, it can mean one of a few things. First of all, she could be focusing more on her music career, on her country music career, which, you know, if that's something she wants to look at, then that's fine. On the other hand, she could be looking possibly at what's something a lot of fans would like to see happen, a return to WWE, which, if you're a fan of Mickie James and, let's say, AJ Lee, would set up something of a Mickie James AJ Lee program. But again, that all depends, though, on Mickie James herself. But right now, she is a free agent. She is not signed to anybody, which means she could make appearances on some independent shows down the line, and maybe even do some work in Japan. Who knows? But I know a lot of fans, and I think even she knows this as well, that a lot of fans would like to see her back in WWE. The question is, will she be accepted back? Some say that she left on some say she left on good terms, some say she left on some mixed terms, not bad terms, but I think honestly WWE, with the momentum they got with the Divas division right now, if you want to call it momentum, might consider bringing her back in. So yeah, Mickie James is free, is a free agent now, no longer aligned with TNA, which is why she will drop the belt, spoilers if you will, drop the belt in 3 days in the second half, on the Impact Wrestling edition of the second half of No Surrender. Of No Surrender Part 2, if you will. So, look forward to that. Look forward to that. But in other TNA news as well, it seems, and again, I don't know if Sean knows about this, I don't know if anybody else knows about this, but it seems TNA has come to the decision of possibly, if not reality-wise, but very possibly very soon, by the end of the year, taking Impact Wrestling off the road. Now what does that mean? Does that mean Impact Wrestling is going out of business? No. It basically means that they're going back to the roots, which means they're going to go back to a singular location for the tapings, thus saving financially and all that. Basically, it will help them save money, is what I should say. So yeah, TNA, basically the report is, the head officials, the offices of TNA want to take Impact off the road and place it back into a singular location for the Impact Wrestling tapings. The only question is location. What location would be best? A lot of people, right now the two choices are Las Vegas and Orlando. Now Orlando might be up in the air because possibly, you know, they may be in a negotiation to put a physical Hall of Fame there for the WWE. So Las Vegas might also be an option as well. But let's not forget, you also have the Universal Studios in Los Angeles as well. That could be a possibility. So to me, you got a third option right there. So one of these two options, and maybe even the Asylum, as some people want to see happen as well. So you possibly got two named locations as possibilities for taking Impact and making and just doing what they did before in Orlando, and that's just tape the Impact Wrestling shows in one place. So you got two locations up for contention, if you will, and possible other locations like Los Angeles, in my opinion, would work. And also you have Nashville, Tennessee, and the Fairgrounds, aka the Asylum. So yeah, that's basically the TNA news that's going around. TNA news basically going around, major TNA news going around. One, Mickie James is no longer under contract, and two, they might be considering taking Impact off the road and doing what they did in Orlando and doing what they did when they first began with, the pay-per-views, and it's just having it in a singular location for the tapings. Now, some people have already commented saying they saw this coming and they knew it was going to last long, and quite honestly, I have to agree. But I do look at it like this. The on-the-road idea was good only if they had not done the one-night-only stuff at the Impact Zone. If I was them, I would have finished off the Impact Zone stuff with Impact Wrestling tapings and then done the on-the-road stuff as well. That's what I would have done. I would have used those Saturdays to basically do Impact Wrestling instead of doing all those other things. So, but anyway, that's the TNA news coming out right now. And also one other thing, not to give much away, but expect a heel turn this Thursday on Impact, especially towards the end of Impact, from someone you wouldn't think would be turning heel. So expect that. Tune in for that if you want to. But again, the two TNA news items, if you will: Mickie James no longer part of the company, free agent, and two, TNA is very strongly considering moving to a singular location to do the Impact Wrestling and Explosion tapings, thus saving money for the company, which would be more cost efficient, and thus allow them only to take Impact Wrestling on the road, maybe for house shows, and maybe just mostly pay-per-views. So that's about it for the TNA news. Let me know what you guys think about it. Comment below, video response if you like. I'll talk to y'all later.